I recorded 8 songs in 2 days. Now, that wasn't the initial plan. It was supposed to be the whole week, but I had some family stuff pop up that prevented me from going in the beginning part of the week, and it got diluted down to 2 days. So I had 2 days to record 8 songs. And honestly, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Jay here, and I'm here to talk about recording 8 songs in 2 days. The day before, I started out by getting all of my stuff that I needed for my studio, extra snare drums, snares that I wanted to use on the track. My cymbals were up there because I was recording content, all the good stuff, packed it away, brought it home so I could take it with me the next day to record studio day 1. I'm like a kid, Christmas, and I can't sleep, but I do. I made sure I get enough sleep, and I'm trying to check all the things off to ensure that cranking out 8 songs in 2 days is gonna go in my favor. Day 1, no. I get the car loaded and I head out and get about 30 minutes from my house, and I'm doing a mental check. I'm in the car with my singer and it dawned on me. We had loaded up the snare drums and the stuff for me to spend the night, so I didn't have to drive back after a long day. And we never grabbed the cymbals or my throne or my kick pedals. So we would turn around, we'd go back, get all the gear, and then hit the road. So day 1, we're already set back an hour. And then we're going an hour away from where I live, about like an hour, 20 minutes. So at this point, we're almost 3 hours behind when we wanted to start. And once we got there and that little hiccup was handled, we kind of just set everything up. There was a moment where we didn't know where we wanted to record drums. Luckily, my bandmates run a venue, so we can use that space, but it's not ideal for recording drums. The ceilings are super low and the room is super wide and boomy. So if we're trying to get like some really clean, crisp drums, a very stumpy room is not what you want. So I ended up going back in the closet, after 15 years of being out of the closet. They put me back. Once everything was set up and ready to rock and our engineer got everything mic'd, I was ready. I was locked in. I was so over ambitious the first day that I wanted to knock out 6 songs day 1. After about song 3 or 4, halfway through, I was starting to feel it. I don't think there's anything that I could have done leading up to this that would have made this experience less taxing physically. I don't care how physically fit or prepared you are for a session like that. It gets draining, because not only is it physically draining, it's also a mental aspect, right? You're playing these songs over and over and over and over and over, which can be numbing, but also you're being like nitpicky. You're like, I hit that rim click, or I did this, or I did that. You're overthinking and over analyzing every mistake you do. So having to go back and redo things and all that good stuff, it gets to you. It gets to you. I still did motherfucking 6 songs that day. I don't care. Josh, if you're watching this, I count that 6th song because I recorded 5. There were 5 songs I got done that we were like, nope, this is it, chief. We can move on to the next one. But by song 6, I wanted to keep going, and everyone else was like, no, we'll just do it tomorrow. And I was really trying not to do a lot day 2 because we were also playing a Friendsgiving at the end of day 2. So I really, really just wanted minimal playing day 2. Plus, I had saved the hardest songs for the last day, so I could really just like pay attention to those and not feel like, oh, I have 6 other songs or 7 other songs after this. I did a speed run of the 6th song, and for the most part, it was good. When we listened to it day 2, I just had to go back and fix a couple things and have to redo the entire song. So yes, we got 5 done, but I did record 6. Day 2 is where I really started to feel it. It was mind-numbing. My body was sore, my brain was numb, and I didn't even want to think about drums. I didn't want to look at drums. I didn't want to talk about drums. I didn't want to smell drums, hear drums. I was over drums at that point, and I still had 2 songs to go through, and honestly, it wasn't until the last song that I was like, I'm so over this shit. I'm so over it. I keep saying 2 days, but like that's like 2 work days. Work days is like anywhere between 8 to 12 hours. So think about that. 8 to 12 hour sessions, 2 of those. But if we're looking at in actual days, it was like 32 hours that I knocked out these songs. So I was feeling it. My body was feeling it. My brain was feeling it. I was over it. And as much as I was like, I want to be done with this, I couldn't help but be like, this is exactly what I want, because I had never recorded drum tracks at this capacity before. And I also had never recorded or captured my own creativity at this caliber before. So it was really cool. And in the moment, I didn't get a chance to take a step back and reflect and think about what I was doing and what it was for. You know, we played Friendsgiving at the end of day 2, and it was great. Food was smacking, a great turnout for the first Friendsgiving. The next day was Thanksgiving, and it was full of family. And I didn't get a moment until Friday or Saturday after recording, almost a full week after recording, to sit back and think about just kind of how grateful I am to have had this experience, because at one point in time, that was exactly what I wanted. I wanted to record drums on songs, and I wanted to be in a band, and I wanted to travel, and I wanted to tour. I wanted to play with bigger bands. I wanted to play with smaller bands. I just wanted to play music. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Everyone thinks like, oh, I'm gonna be a successful musician mean you're gonna have all this money and you're gonna be rich, and success means you're famous. But success is measurable by each person, and it changes. So for me to get the moment to just like sit back and reflect, I'm doing everything that I said I've always wanted to do as a musician, and it's really cool. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update that I recorded 8 songs in 2 days, and I'm excited for Unlikely to have new music that people have never heard, because we've been playing some of these songs for a while now. We've just never recorded them. So it's really cool to finally get those songs recorded and then bring to the table new ideas that people haven't heard at all besides us. So I'm excited to get that out there and show you guys. I just want to take a moment and say thank you to all of the friends and family and you guys, watching these videos and interacting with my content on Instagram and TikTok. I wouldn't have gotten it this far if I didn't have support from my friends and family. So in the spirit of the holidays and Thanksgiving just passing, I just want to say thank you, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. No matter how big or small this account or any of my accounts are, I'm just happy to be doing the thing. Was that too millennial of me? I did the thing. Gross. I fucking hate myself after that. If you want to keep supporting the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and notification button. I don't post often on this channel, but when I do, it's definitely to kind of give you a little bit of a life update on what's been going on. And if you care, this is the best way to kind of keep up with that. So yeah, push the button, do the things, and I'll see you in the next video.